Message follows. Lima, Alpha.
I see a valid message? I agree. Okay, MRT, CEP to MRT. Clockwise.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Integrated Support Contract 2.0 is critical for our national security as the Minuteman III transitions to the ground-based strategic deterrent. As that weapon system that is approaching 60 years old is recapitalized, they're going to be replacing those missiles at a rate of 1 per week for 9 years. That's an incredibly complex endeavor, arguably one of the most complex and important weapon system rollouts and deployments ever.
There is really no slack in this program. If you take a look at the roll-on of GBSD and the wind down of Minuteman III, not dictated by the government, but quite frankly dictated by technical obsolescence and the non-availability of parts to support and skills to support those systems, there is no slack in the system. So this program needs that sort of independent, objective, unbiased opinion, not wedded to a production schedule, that can really look at this through a very important and strategic lens that brings that operational perspective to it and can help guide the directorate to have them give the best advice to the command authorities as they possibly can.
A program of this magnitude requires a broad set of capabilities. We listened to the Air Force, and what we heard was we need the best, not just from any one company, but from across industry. So we brought together the leaders in all their fields from industry under one umbrella with one accountable, clear industry partner. Guidehouse is a next-generation consultancy. We are the third largest consultancy to the federal government and one of the leading global consultancies around the world. We very much heard the United States Air Force. They need a clear, accountable partner. We've got the engineering, the sustainment, and the product support background across the board in all the domain areas, and that's what's going to be critical for success on Minuteman III and GBSD.
We know what happens behind the blast door. We know what happens below the launcher lid. We know the stress on the maintainers and the operators and the staff that's trying to figure out how to satisfy the National Command Authority's needs on a daily basis and prioritize those missions at a time of increased uncertainty in terms of the maintainability of the existing weapon system.
The new contract is completely different from the past support. The past support's primarily been sustainment with a little bit of looking at the new. This contract is everything new. It's not failing to complete any of the current missions, maintaining that critical sortie readiness status, but also it's new across the board from cybersecurity, digital engineering, model-based systems engineering, change management, transition support, and most importantly, helping the government own the technical baseline on such a critical program that has no margin for error.
In the case of a new start like GBSD, digital engineering allows you to do lots of variants and lots of prototyping in a virtual world so you can make decisions. And through computational analysis, make decisions about designs and throws, programs that should move forward and those that should be discarded. So it really does accelerate the development cycle, scraps the waste and doesn't sort of lead you to test and evaluation failures that should have been caught long ago. In the case of this program, what the team has done is they digitized the legacy Minuteman III system. And that's a great first step. But now we have to take that and the job data and then sit on top of that decision support and analysis, apply some artificial intelligence to it to allow us to do prognostic health monitoring of the system, which we get through GMRs and motion reports in the weapon system itself, but then take that and use it to inform not only how we sustain the system to get to the next 10 years, but also inform the prioritization for GBSD deployment.
What the government needs in this provider for the IC 2.0 program is a collaborative partner who understands the importance of that mission risk, understands depth of knowledge in all of the broad domains that have to happen to keep this very large, very complex weapon system transition on schedule or ahead of schedule with a no-fail environment.